Hola! My name is Maggie. This is my first YouTube video clip. I'm doing a Halloween makeup look because it's October and I haven't done a Halloween makeup look in a while, so I really miss it. It's been recently popular, this like angelic eyeliner, and I'm probably gonna do like an outfit and I hope you like it. I'm gonna be using Sophie's Choice brushes and some other brushes that I don't know the names from, and I'm going for that K-pop inspired makeup, like with blush that's here and bronzer that is here, usually the American style. So, you know, bronzer, contour and everything, and blush usually around these points, but I'm just gonna concentrate here and put it here like the new e-girl style. If you have pimples like me and the camera isn't showing its justice, first I like to do is put on concealer before foundation because it kinda helps with the coverage of the redness. Even if you can see a little bit of redness, that's okay. And I'm using the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer, lasts 12 hours, this one. And I'm gonna be using a lot of like from 5 to 15, I have 7 and then maybe 20 for like some darker colors, but I'm pretty pale because it's winter. The one thing that I learned is that you let the concealer set for like a couple minutes less. I don't know, depends on your concealer, how fast it dries. Point is, you let it dry a little bit and then you start blending it in, and your coverage is gonna be better than it already was. So I'm gonna wait for it to dry and then I'll blend it out. Using the Fit Me Maybelline New York Matte Poreless Normal to Oily Skin in 110. I'm using Sophie's Choice F111 brush for foundation. This foundation isn't high on coverage, but it's okay. It's medium. I'm using concealer. I'm not gonna use it to brighten up too much. I'm just gonna use it to cover up my dark circles and more of the pimples that are still showing. And you let it set again for maximum coverage. I forgot to do that, so mine isn't gonna be the same. But still, my point isn't to make a sculpted face. Now I'm setting this with Sophie's Choice F101 with a translucent powder, any kind really. I don't mind. I focus in more on the oily parts of my face, and that is my forehead, under my eyes, and especially my nose and my chin. I mean, that really depends on your face, and if it's dry then you wouldn't use this much. Ooh, the sun is like, it knows that I'm doing like an angelic look. I'm gonna do bronzer. I'm gonna use Wet n Wild bronzer, this one. One is in a Sunset Striptease, other one is in Ticket to Brazil. This one is more of a contour bronzer shade, this is more warm, so it's more of a bronzer. I'm gonna mix them both, but more on this one. I'm using the Sophie's Choice F102 brush, you can see it. Well, okay, so we're gonna focus it, like I said, it's more on the Korean beauty side. I personally think that's more of an angelic makeup style. So we're gonna focus it more on the cheekbone than on this side. So here is where I'm gonna place it. put it to this side too, and you put it on your forehead, because in my case I want it to be smaller. It really depends on your forehead shape. Maybe if you want, I can do a video on how to contour your face depending on your face shape. Like depending if it's more wide, if it's more like, I don't know the English terms for that. I can do that video if you want. I switched brushes because it wasn't giving me the coverage that I wanted. Switched to f105. For blush, I'm gonna be using NYX HDBS 11 in shade Amber. Using the brush f103. So, just make sure to tap off any excess because it's harder to take the blush off now. Okay, so we're focusing it on the apple. Like when you smile, you see what pops out is this part. Put it there. And I'm gonna put a little bit more brush on because you can't see it on camera. I'm also gonna put it on my nose. On the bridge. And it goes like down. Okay, I'm switching blushes because this one isn't doing me justice. NYX Bitten Mordew HDB09. Now, make sure that the bronzer and the blush is blended so it doesn't seem weird. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do my brows. I'm gonna do those soap brows, but I dyed my eyebrows because I'm blonde and my eyebrows are white. So I'm just gonna soap them up. But I don't use soap. I use the Got2b Schwarzkopf Glued. What I use with this is a spoolie. This is from a Revolution Pro brow pencil. And just take a little bit. You don't want, maybe like this part. And comb it. For the eyes, I'm gonna put a brow base. It's Revolution Pro Eye Element Core Eye Primer. This one. I don't like using concealers as primer because my eyelids are oily and it sweats off any creases and everything. It's better to put a paste kind of product because it keeps the eyeshadow, you know, like it holds it. I'm gonna use the Maybelline New York Lemonade Craze. This smells so good. I'm gonna use this kind of a shadow brush. I mean, just to get this sweet tea color. It's more of a cool brown, light cool brown. Just gonna put it in my crease. Make sure that it's blended. I think I'm gonna put the color Berry Ice, which is kind of like a light pink matte. I'm just gonna put it in the inner corner with my finger. Then I think I'm gonna put Main Squeeze and Citrus. They're both glitters. I'm gonna mix them up, but more I'm gonna concentrate on the Main Squeeze because it's such a pretty color. Let me swatch it. Hold on. gonna use my fingers again. First I'm going with the citrus. Mainly putting it on the outside. And then main squeeze. Now put white waterline liner in your waterline. Using an essence one in white. Now with the NYX white liquid liner, we're gonna draw an eyeline. Now, make a line that would be like the bone of the wings. Now, start to make little feathers. They are gonna be like a little bit thick lines going down. I changed the shape. Put more of a like a dip here. So I'm gonna try to fix it somehow. I did 3 rows of feathers. I'm gonna do the last one, starting from this side of my eye and going here. I'm gonna take this liner or this liner, I don't know if it will work, and I'm gonna paint my bottom and top lashes white. But first I'm gonna curl them and then we're gonna put on lashes. Now you find some lashes that you don't wear and we're gonna paint him. So we're going to paint him with this and the white pencil that went somewhere, and put white eyeshadow over them to make them even white, because the black is pretty darn stubborn, so you can still see it. I'm gonna try to show you what I'm doing. I'm painting the band, the lash band. Lash band is the plastic that holds all of the lashes together. I'm gonna paint as much as I can with this, but this is more chunky, so you would probably prefer to do it with this one. I'm gonna do it with both. We do it with the other side too, and we put the white eyeshadow there. Using the Revolution Makeup Palette Birds of Paradise, I think. Yes? This white. Now we just glue them on with white glue. Don't use black glue because it will show thin layer on top. You shouldn't put thick layers of lash glue, because it then sticks to your real lashes, and then it's hard to take it off, and it's painful, and it might take off your real lashes too. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of it off because I don't want those struggles tonight. Ta-da! I'm gonna use Be Perfect Sub-Zero palette by Mama Mitchell. I'm gonna use the palette, or the Mama. I don't know. Yeah, it's a white blue with white shimmer, and we're gonna put it here. This setting spray is by Catrice. It's kind of running out, that's why it's... Oh, I need to buy a new one. Catrice Prime and Fine Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. Here we go. The other side too. On forehead. I'm putting it on my brow bone, a little bit over my brows. I don't care if my brows are shimmery. I decided to do glitter tears. I'm using this Queen Pigments pigment. It's very pretty. It's white with blue undertone. Mixing it with water so it becomes a paste. And I'm gonna start drawing tears. Wow, okay. I'm gonna put on NYX Root Beer Float butter lipstick and kind of put it over my lips to create like a gradient, and then over it Essence clear lip gloss that's not clear anymore. We improvised a lot and it came out good, and you can put like wings on if you have them, like white wings and everything white, and yeah. And I have some lipstick on my teeth, so